Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at something just a little bit different. This is the quarter scale Nano Gauntlet, but the Tony Stark version and the version that's not accurate to the movie. So basically what Hot Toys have made here is an early concept art version of the Tony Stark Nano Gauntlet. There are a couple of differences in terms of how the stones all link up to the Mind Stone on the back of the hand that weren't actually in the film. So this, I assume, was based off early concept art that they were given by Marvel Studios. Now first things first, before we take a look at the gauntlet itself, I want to say a huge thank you to Philip Liu, the toy wizard from Toys Wonderland HK. He has his very own website now, so if you want to pick up the Nano Gauntlet or pre-order any of the other figures, such as the movie promo Spider-Man Far From Home figure that I'll be reviewing next, his price for the pre-order is even cheaper than Sideshow, and you are definitely going to be getting it very soon. So I would hit up Philip Liu, because if you want that movie promo Spidey as soon as it's released by Hot Toys, then he is the man who can definitely get that to you. So check out the links down in the description below for the Nano Gauntlet and for the Spidey. Now without further ado, what I'm going to do now is get the gauntlet itself out here and give you a closer look at all of the details. Alright, here we have the Tony Stark Nano Gauntlet, and I think Hot Toys have done a really good job with this piece. First of all, the detailing is incredibly sharp and crisp on this guy here, and the cherry red comes across so very nicely. Check out that gloss on the paintwork. I mean, compared to the Infinity War version, and don't worry, there'll be a quick comparison in this video. I mean, the detail on this is just so much sharper, and then icing on the cake is obviously movable fingers. I mean, that is what the original one should have had. Now, let's see if we can get a finger snapping sort of pose out of it. I mean, they come close to doing it. I mean, you can sort of do it. It looks like it, but obviously it's not quite there. You want to be able to angle the fingers, and they don't angle, unfortunately. They don't swivel. They just move back and forward. But either way, enough about talking about that. To turn on the lights, you just touch this panel on the front here, and you can see the gems glow quite nicely. There's a nice deep color to it as well, which I do like. They aren't super bright and washed out, and this is the breathing effect one here, where they sort of glow on and off, and I really like the way that looks. Now, in terms of a difference between the on-screen version compared to this, there are these sort of connection points between all the other stones and the Mind Stone. You can see some cabling work in there, also in there. That wasn't present, as far as I'm aware, in the final version on film. They ditched all of that for a much cleaner look, much like we've seen, obviously, with the Mark 85 revealed accessory. That doesn't have all of this sort of tech detail all over it. I really like the way this looks, but I'm also not complaining about the final version. Either way, that's pretty much it for the details on this thing. What I'm going to do now is get the Infinity War version out here and do a quick side-by-side comparison. To the Infinity Gauntlet from Infinity War, you can see that there are some similarities in the base. In fact, they are identical between the two. It's just the paintwork that is different. They've changed it up a little bit, and I think the new one looks a hell of a lot better. The detail on it, the fact that it's got this rough sort of texture to it, and I really like the blue on the Avengers logo. It really does pop against the grey, and I cannot wait to get the rest of the Infinity Gauntlets from this new quarter scale line from Endgame. Now, in terms of the gauntlets themselves, I mean, there is a really big quality difference between the two. Number one, the fingers move on the Tony Stark Gauntlet. Number two, the paintwork is so crisp and the detail is so much sharper on the Tony one compared to the Infinity War one. It's just night and day. Now, the light-up effect looks pretty similar between the two, but the stones present a lot more sort of rich and darker, but they still have a nice glow to them in the Tony Stark Gauntlet, whereas on the Infinity War version, they are just, I don't even know how to describe it, but they look cheaper. The whole paint job looks cheaper. The fact that the fingers can't move is also a big downside, obviously, and you can just tell that I think this was a very rushed piece compared to hopefully a superior version that's going to be coming out from the Endgame line, because of course we're getting an updated, high-quality paint job version of the Infinity Gauntlet for this new line as well, and I cannot wait to see these two side by side. Now, just wrapping up on this quarter-scale Nano Gauntlet, the Tony Stark version, I think this is a really nice display piece, and if you're happy with it just being that, then absolutely go ahead and pick it up. It doesn't really do anything, it can't really be displayed with anything unless you're having it, as I said, as a display piece alongside your collection or on your desk. It looks freaking awesome. The fact that the fingers move is just icing on the cake, and obviously the glowing effect on the LEDs really does sell the fact that this is a living, breathing, smaller scale, mind you, prop from the film, and I really do like that aspect. The paintwork is incredibly crisp, the base looks far better than the Infinity War version in my opinion, and I cannot wait to get the Hulk version and also to get the Infinity Gauntlet with that new updated paint scheme and the new display base as well. So either way, that's pretty much it for this video. I want to say a huge thank you once again to Philip Liu, the toy wizard from Toys Wonderland HK, for getting me this piece. Also, if you want to pick up your very own, the link is down in the description below, not to his eBay or his Facebook pages, well, they are down there, but also to his website. You can just head over straight away, pre-order anything, order anything. As I said in the intro, his price for the movie promo version of the Spider-Man Far From Home / tech suit figure is even better than Sideshow for the pre-order, and you are more than likely, if not guaranteed, to get that sooner than they will have it in stock, because as soon as Hot Toys release it, it'll be on its way to you. Either way, that's pretty much it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Justin's Collector Group over on Facebook, Mint and Steelbox Media on YouTube, the Mint and Steelbox Figure Podcast, and I'll catch you in the next video.